Good evening, everyone. I am Jan. How are you? This is what he's doing. I know he's just brought me a coffee in, so I don't know whether he's making his own or what. I don't know. I remembered me tonight, Amjad. So, hiya, Johnny. How are you? I'm just putting a link in. I forgot. There you go. So yeah, put link in. Nothing really happening this week and weekend. Yeah, Chris, we're gonna go out. But he went out yesterday. Really? Okie dokie then, Johnny. No worries. Yes, it's official. The team have gone down to the championship, or going down to the championship. So yeah. They watched it this afternoon, and yeah, obviously they lost again. So there you go. Nothing much else happening. Oh God. I said to Chris yesterday, I says, yeah, it's always nice to catch up with her, isn't it, Amjad? Anyway, so I'd said to Chris yesterday, or yesterday evening, I says, you know what I fancy for tomorrow tea time? I says, and we haven't had it for a long time, jacket potato. And I got some tuna, so I says, I'll have tuna mayonnaise with a bit of cheese, and Chris says, I'll have some cheese and beans. Well, I don't do, Callum's not into jacket potatoes. So, went to our Asda, they hadn't got any. Thought, I might get some in known bargains, you never know, because they do sell fresh produce. Couldn't get any from there. Hi, Bria, how are you? So, went to local Premier shop, they haven't got any. And so, we've got like another Asda that's a tiny bit bigger than ours. They haven't got any in there. So we ended up buying some of them McCain frozen things, jack potatoes. But in all fairness, when I've had them before, I was disappointed. So I was a bit dubious. So I said to Chris, well, if you can't get any normal ones, I says, you'll just have to get them then. Hi, Gary. How are you? So, yeah. So me and Chris had jacket potatoes, and I was quietly surprised. Quite enjoyed it, actually. But it had put me off like last experience because I thought they were a bit dry and a bit crunchy. You know what I mean? I just didn't enjoy them last time, so I was a bit dubious. But yeah, thoroughly enjoyed them as a substitute because we couldn't get any jacket potatoes. So it were a good laugh, Amjad. So yeah, is there shortage of jacket potatoes now? Are you up? I've heard a little bird told me that they were, it were wrong till quite late. So, I mean, yeah. Aaron's ours all and me.
Well, I've been for ages to get on, but I couldn't see chat. Chat wouldn't show up, and I thought, how am I going to get a link?
So what we're up with then?
I don't know. It just wouldn't show up the chat. I was trying all sorts of ways to find the link, and it just weren't there, basically.
Harry's letting cat out at bag. He says he fell asleep at 3:30.
Yeah, well, I tried to wake him up. I said, Gary, where are you?
Oh dear, I think I got out for a pee twice then.
Yeah, it was a late night. Let's put it this way, I could hear the birds twittering when I got in bed. Bloody hell. Oh, God.
So long as you had a good night, that's all that matters.
All right, you have a good laugh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you must have dozed off, Gary.
Priya says you missed a lot. Well, what did we miss?
I have to turn this off. I was trying to paste chat off my other computer and paste it across to this computer. I was doing my head in it, where I just couldn't get in.
Oh dear.
Hello, Bria. Hello, Gary. Hello, Amjad.
I ain't got lip gloss on. I've got some of that on tonight. It's like Nivea. I remember to bring it from down upstairs, like a lip balm thing. But this is the original one.
Hello, Edward Thomas.
Hi, Edward. How are you? Oh, God. Oh, dear. Gary said, did it get raunchy? Well, yeah. It might sound for things.
Yeah. Yeah, we're all going to Amjad's for a slap-up feed. We're going to Jeanette's for a slap-up feed. We're going everywhere.
Well, you see, Richard went early before my live stream. Then I stood in for easy between 9 and, I think it was 11:45. By the time I shut that down, I went later than I normally do.
Yeah.
And then Richard went live again, and it was that late, apparently. That
yeah. It was 11 hours run I were on from 7 p.m. till 6 a.m. I think it were. 11-hour live. 11 hours.
Oh, they're not full, not full-fledged whips then, Bria.
Yeah. That's like,
yeah.
Well, anyway. When I spoke to you this afternoon, I'd only been up an hour. Oh, yeah.
Oh, dear. What?
Oh, good fun. It's really dry now. I dried a lot of clothes, but I put so many in, so it didn't dry right. So I've had to half it, and do it again. So I'm on its second mission now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, skylight were bright. Well, it must have been late then because, yeah. Hi, Tim, how are you?
Can I put my link in the chat? Yeah, I can. When I work out how to do it. Yeah, where am I? I get adverts when I'm on the other computer. I don't get them on this one I'm talking
I think Gary's referring to the all-nighter now. We'd been in bed well before then. Can you imagine me trying to stop up till that time? You'd be shouting, Jeanette, wake up! I'd be.
Well, I must admit, I was like this at church. I was going.
Oh dear. Yeah.
What am I putting a link in for? What a link?
I think it means to your channel.
Right, hang on. Copy. Well, I went past who is it? Crypto and all that lot, Whip Your Sore Ass and Whip this and Whip that and Whip the other. They all subscribed to me last night, and I went past 2,000 subscribers, but then YouTube pinched them all back. All disappeared.
It doesn't surprise me whatsoever.
Yeah, they all disappeared.
Well, you know, when Johnny started his Johnny 5 Plus, we got him it first night we ever went on it. We got him up to about 30.
Yeah.
He got up next morning. They'd only got about 11.
Yeah, well, I had 2002 when I went to bed, and I had 1988 when I got up. I'd lost 14 in my sleep. And I've gained 2 back, I think, 2 or 3. I think I'm at. It must have been because there were all the, the 1991 I'm at now, but yeah, they all disappeared. But I think YouTube.
You still only need 9 then, don't you?
Oh yeah, I mean, I think it must be because they were all, even though they were different accounts, they were from the same people, if you know what I mean. So I think YouTube must have said, "Whoa, no." Yeah, correct, Gary. You've got it. You've got it. That's exactly what I thought. Because obviously, it were whippy this, whippy that, whippy the other, and all that lot. And they're not stupid on YouTube. Hello, Johnny.
Hiya, Johnny. But yeah, you know what I mean? It's
oh, the fuckers.
It's you know, they're not backwards at coming forwards, you know what I mean? It's
yeah.
And it's same when you go, you know, back in the day there were a lot of these, you know, you sub me and I'll sub you kind of thing.
Oh, there were lots of them channels, weren't there?
There were a lot of them channels, and I think
growing things.
I think a lot of them dropped by the wayside because generally it weren't working, because they'd sub to you and then either YouTube would take it off you or they didn't sub you once you sub back to them.
Yeah, a lot of codswallop. What's going on here? How many bloody lights packed up?
I mean, like, because I post in groups on Facebook, you know, when I'm advertising the live streams, I keep getting like
hello, Tim.
Like monetization and this, that, and other watch time hours. And at first I just put no thank you. But then I just thought, oh, sod it, I'm just ignoring them, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Hello, Tommy. Hello, Tim.
Hi, Tommy. But yeah, at first I started, you know, messaging them back saying, sorry, but I'm already monetized, and yeah, I've already got my watch time hours, blah, blah, blah. But I don't even respond to them now. It's a waste of time because they'll still keep messaging you.
What show you cook, Cam Job, out you want?
You know.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever happens, happens, isn't it?
You'll be you'll be doing it forever and ever and amen. So you know, I thought I just can't be asked responding back to them. No, no, thank you. I'm already monetized. No, thank you. I'm already got my watch time hours. Blah blah blah. And I just ignore them.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, they're not going to do it for nothing.
No. No.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So, you know, I mean, in this day and age, nobody does anything for nothing, but
right.
You know, and I always say, I mean, the best way to grow his channel is organically.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Oh yeah. These rubbish growing things, it's just nonsense. It's all false.
And you know, these sub groups and whatever, it don't work. You know, it just does not work.
Yeah. See, I don't get adverts on mine, Gary. On this computer I'm talking to, a Mac, I don't get the adverts. It blocks them all. So on any video or YouTube video, I don't get an advert. But yet on the PC, which is next to it, I get adverts.
How are you? But yeah, you know what I mean. I'll be quite honest with you. I'm monetized, but you don't make that much money. Not unless you've got millions and millions of subscribers, and you're one of these well-known YouTubers. You're not going to make nothing off it.
I don't think I'll ever be monetized because I don't get enough. My videos aren't long enough to get the watch hours up. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? It's once you've hit the £60 threshold, then that's when they pay you out. But what they don't tell you is you have to fill a tax form in for USA, and then you only end up with about 57 because they tax you on it.
Yeah.
So
at
the end of the day, all I do, Richard, is I go on Amazon, I order a few bits and bobs with it, I plough it back into my channel because it's not worth it. You know what I mean?
No, definitely not.
But you see, with what Gary's saying, even if you watch people's ads, it's only a couple of pence.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For each ad that a person watches, it's only a few p. So
it's not retirement stuff, is it?
Not at all. Not at all.
Like you say, you need to have like a couple of million subscribers for it to be a moneymaker, don't you?
But you see, to get that £60 threshold, it's like with me, once every 6 months, maybe.
Yeah, and I lost them again, Tommy. I'm back down to 1991. They all disappeared again. I'm not at 2000 now. I've dropped back down.
Yeah, it was just saying, Tommy. It got over the 2000 and then
2002, and then it dropped back down. When I got up this morning, it was back down to 1988. 12, lost 14, and I've gained another 3 back. I think it was because it was off, Whippy saw this and all that, like, all them with different names, Bria and Crypto, and I think YouTube didn't like it.
But I tell you what does annoy me as well, Gary. When I do our live streams, when we go to bed, we'll start. Obviously, we don't watch it all, but we start watching it. But every 5 minutes, there's an ad popping up. Now, I don't put them ads in.
No, they're just random because you can watch it again and it can be a different advert.
Yeah, exactly. YouTube just add willy-nilly all over the place.
Correct. And you can watch it again and they're in a different position. And sometimes they're within the first 5 seconds. I think, God forbid, let's get into it.
What time did you finish? I finished about 11:45, Amjad. I went on longer than I normally do, but what were I going to say? I forgot now. But yeah.
Well, nobody unsubbed, Tommy. What happens is YouTube takes them away because they came from the same accounts, if you know what I mean. And, I think YouTube got a bit upset and they take them away again. Hey, Johnny.
Hello. Hang on. Let me do my clickety bits.
That sounds painful. I don't really think anybody unsubbed. It's just YouTube takes
YouTube, yeah. I think it's if you've got a few accounts and they all come from the same person and you sub, I think YouTube, they give you the sub, and then I think when they realise what's happened, they whip them away again.
Yeah.
Think,
But going back to these adverts, and I says to Chris, it puts people off watching your live streams or certain parts of your live stream because they're forever putting these adverts in, and I don't agree with it whatsoever because they're making the money, not me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know a lot of channels that aren't even monetized or anything, and they've been getting ads as well. Nah, the YouTuber ain't getting that revenue from the ads.
Yeah, well, I get adverts on mine.
Yeah. So who's that revenue going to, Richard?
Certainly don't come to me.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I've watched them on my phone and there's been adverts on.
You know what I mean? Not everybody that's monetized. There is some that aren't monetized that get ads, and the revenue's not going to the YouTuber. It's certainly going somewhere, and it's not to them. Hiya, Crypto. How are you?
It's all wearing no glasses shit. Don't work because I can't see.
I thought you looked different tonight, Johnny. I couldn't work out what it were.
I'm having a side quiff me hair. Look, 'cause it's getting so bloody.
You're getting younger by the day. You're getting younger. Next, you're going to be in a pram at this rate.
Why are you not wearing your glasses then, Johnny?
I don't know. So it gets, having it on bridge of your nose all the time. It gets on your wick sometimes, right? Plus, I'm covered in sawdust. So.
Oh.
I feel like I've got it on my skin, but I picked up some more wood today, and I'm just building the last bits of the fencing I need. Let it be done.
But yeah, that part of it peeves me off, that they're throwing adverts on unmonetized channels, and the revenue's not going to the YouTuber, so we can all guess where it's going.
Oh yeah, I get them on my videos. There's adverts.
Yeah.
Hey, Crypto, Edward.
There's a lot about it that peeves me about it. You know what I mean? And I said to Chris, I mean, when and I've said, I could be watching my video 5 minutes in and there'd be an advert. I ain't put no adverts in it. And I said to Chris, it can be very off-putting for people that start watching your live stream or your video, and then all of a sudden an ad break comes on. So in order to watch the rest of the video, you've got to watch the ad, haven't they?
Yeah.
It's a bit crafty, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's wrong. It's wrong for sure.
How's Tracy's fingers, Johnny?
A bit like some out of ET. She's all right. They're a bit crumbly.
Cass got a boot on, hasn't she?
Yeah.
Has she broke her ankle now and all?
No, she's just doing auditions for Knees Up Mother Brown. No, the poor little love got stood up to turn. Her ankle didn't. And she it. 3 places she's fractured her ankle. She just turned, the chair spun round, so she had not to hold on to. She fell, but her ankle was that way. But she went that way.
I've seen it on Facebook. I've seen it, I think it was yesterday or day before. She put a picture of her ankle and it was well bruised. Now she's put another one up today, and I'm not kidding you. Yeah, it was black and blue and size of elephants. Yeah. And then next picture I seen, she got one of them boots on that Tracy had on.
Yeah, I was told to make sure they don't leave her in it too long.
But yeah, and I thought, well, hey, you know what I mean? It must run in family.
1 minute. Not me. I did not hit my hammer today.
Oh, dear me.
No pain, no gain. I thought that was just weight training, not bloody DIY. It's nearly there, though. A few more hours and it'll be complete.
Your digit's still there, isn't it, Johnny?
Yeah, it's just got a bit of a dent and a bit of skin.
Oh, you'll be all right then, if it's just a dent.
I might have made some provocative statements when I did it.
Yeah. I
called the hammer an arsehole, the fence panel an arsehole.
a few bleeped out,
Yeah.
Called the hammer an asshole. Asshole of an hammer. Should have called it an Asda.
Yeah, bastards.
Bastard. An Asda hammer. Hello, Crypto. Well, it was late, Crypto. I can guarantee that much. I can remember that much.
I hope that's no Chris studied passage today. Did I tell you it sort of, you know, that big hole in the ceiling in there? It's sort of like smoothed it all out. So Chris has stood like this today. Well, we've got one long coat hook, but because he put that many things on, it kept falling down. So Chris got the new Mr. Bodget to fill all. Anyway, Chris ripped the long one down because I bought 2 new ones. So Chris ripped it down and he says, "Oh, while you're doing your filling in," he says, "can you just fill me these holes in, please?" I says, "You cheeky fecker, you." Anyway, so like a good boy, he filled all these holes in. So Chris has stood like this today and he's looking and see, we've got some brilliant white emulsion. So he stood there looking and he says, "I reckon I might give this room a lick of paint." Not today, but you know what I mean? He was thinking about it.
Yeah.
So that's as far.
What have you been building today, Johnny?
The last fence. Well, I picked up some more wood today, and I'm just building the last. I've gated the bit where the trailer is, haven't I? But I needed the other side. Of the gate. I ran out of wood. I only got 30 quid's worth.
You need to ring Google up and get them to send the car past, then we can see the upgrades.
Yeah. I've built the 2 panels. I just need to put them in with one more post. I need to put another post in. And then I can measure up the last gate. And then it'll be just go like that. One side will be on its own, like a smaller gate, so you can just go into the bin area. And then the other side will be the wet trailer.
Bria said it had to be after 7. I ended up not getting to sleep until after 10.
I can vouch for this, right? I went for a piss. I went for a piss at 5:30 in the morning. I'm there on my phone. Fucking Richard's on.
I hope.
Yeah, it was about 6:10, I think it were when I stopped. At 6:10.
So Richard had been for a piss about 3 times by then.
Yeah, because Tim and Crypto were there, but with no picture of.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Richard, party animal, pulling all nighters.
Hey, I says to Richard, I says, if I'd have been there, because I went in when he first went live, and I said, I'm not stopping late yet. I stopped till about 12:20, didn't I? Hiya, Jamie, how are you?
I'm so sick with knocking on a bit how you called it the late show.
The late show. I didn't think you were going to be that late, though. I didn't think you were going to go on till that time.
I says to Richard, I says, could you imagine me if I'd have been on? I'd have been.
Started at 7 o'clock, then we did Jeanette 9 till midnight, and then back on again. We were at nearly a 12-hour run.
I'm not being a bit this week, but Tracy's cough is just keeping me awake. There's not a rain sound or thunderstorm that will cover that one.
Oh dear.
So I've been going to bed before her to get like 4 hours or something, and then before she comes in and fucking starts digging road up next to me. But poor cough, she's got waking her up all the time, this cough, and me. Christine's off. Christine's poorly again. She's got a chest infection, temperature, you name it. So we found the original carrier, by the sounds of it. So we're having Luke tomorrow instead. Luke tomorrow. You can help me finish the gates. He loves it.
But yeah, I think my party animal nights and days is over. You know what I mean?
I thought mine were.
I'm struggling when it gets past midnight, let alone 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning. I can remember last time I stayed up all night and I were expecting Callum, and me and Chris got invited out. I think we went to Birmingham. There were like a load of us, a minibus full. But I think that were about 4 o'clock in the morning when we got back. So, I mean, that's late for me. Oh, dear.
Well, Keena come home early on Friday, coughing away.
No, Tommy. It were a few drill holes, you know, not the Mona Lisa painting, you know what I mean?
So how short's the list now? A bog roll length?
Yes, out of the kindness of his heart, he filled these holes in where this long, yeah. I tell you something, Chris is getting quite creative.
Well,
he took one of the coat hooks off the plinth of wood and fixed it to the wall, and now Biscuit's got his own coat hanger.
Oh, well.
For his lead and his harness and everything. So
wow, did he sketch that out first?
Yeah, I kid you not. Yeah.
Was it like mine on back of an envelope?
His own little coat hook for his lead and his harness and everything.
Wow.
That's about.
What's next for DIY, Chris?
Well, put it this way, Johnny, that curtain pulls up with curtains.
Yeah.
I think you were already retired, Gary. I mean, he weren't no spring chicken for it that way.
Alexa, show outside.
Okay.
You know, what volume have we got you on?
I've already put that out there first before we got any further. I didn't want anybody ribbing Chris. Yes, they've been relegated today. Back to
Leeds got hammered the other day. 4-0.
I know. They bottled it, as Chris says. Leicester's gone up, back up to Premiership. But if Leeds had carried on, they'd have been champions, not Leicester.
Yeah, they're number 2 now.
Yeah, they've bottled it, same as Chris says. Mind you, it's automatic promotion for first and second. So unless they, don't fuck it up altogether, they go up automatically anyway.
What Leeds do?
Yeah. If they're in second place, how many matches is this?
They did well. They won 11 in a row, but last few they've not good.
Chris says there's about 2 or 3 left. So
they got one. There's one next Saturday.
But I mean, there's still a chance that they could get automatic promotion, Johnny, because first and second. But you see,
I'd say they were doing well in it just last few games.
Chris says, they bottled it. They were doing well. They were on a winning streak, and then all of a sudden they just bottled it. And on an even worse note, Sheffield Wednesday, right down bottom at Championship, we were hoping they'd get relegated today, but the bastards won 3-0.
Bloody hell.
Wow. Bastards.
So, he's not in a very...
How did it sound as small as Sheffield has 2 football teams?
It's all right when he's saying corruption is rife in the Prem, Sheffield United, one of their players got took down. Ref said it weren't a penalty. Yeah, they played Newcastle today. Exact same thing happened to a Newcastle player, and they gave them penalty. So, You know what I mean? If they can give, if they can give it for one, then yeah. Even though the Sheffield United one happened first, it were at this exact same circumstances with the Newcastle player. Yet it gave them that, and they didn't give it. You know what I mean? Anyway, never mind.
It's only a game.
Yeah.
I need a new mouse. This mouse is knackered.
I can ask our Chase to get you on, Johnny.
Probably more for news than this one.
It brings plenty of prezzies back. I tell you something else and all.
I'll just have to F11 then to get me fucking screen off.
Gary said netball's better to watch. There's been this black and white cat knocking about. And I mean, right outside patio doors, we've got an old sofa outside. And it come across wall. And I think I took her, thought, because he was asleep on sofa. And I think he thought it were our chairs. So it jumped down onto the sofa and they were like that. And then I think when he realised it weren't our chase, he was sort of like, get off my sofa, you know what I mean? Because it did look a lot like our chase, but it is a bigger cat. And that's got like a blue collar on and our chase has got a red one on.
Well, Lily realised last weekend that, yes, her cat is an arsehole. She was playing all nice with her and scratched the shit out of her.
What happened with West Ham and Liverpool then? 8-2-2. Oh.
What? Yeah, back in a minute.
But you're old enough to put yourself to bed, Keena. So
I put her to bed every night since you were born.
Well, as soon as Callum were old enough to walk that writ, he went off his scent.
No, and that kiss on the forehead and a night night.
Oh, Callum always gives us a kiss and says good night, but
what
I'm going to say? I forgot now. It went tip of my tongue and I forgot. Yeah. I mean, even though our Callum's 21, it still gives me a peck on cheek and Chris every night, and he's always done that. Don't call her that. That's being sexist.
Franny the family.
Oh dear. Sexist pig. How would you like to be called Chrissy Pissy?
Chrissy Pissy.
Probably more than likely.
But it's there though, isn't it? But there you go. Oh, and the hunt for the jacket spud goes on. Did you hear about
hunt for the jacket spud? What the freaking hell's that?
I says to Chris last night, I'd got some tuna and whatnot. So I says to Chris, I said, do you know what I just fancy tomorrow? There's a jacket potato. So anyway, it went down to our Asda, rung me up. He says, they ain't got no jacket potatoes in at all, just normal potatoes, right? So he says, I'll nip Tone Barkins just in case they've got any in.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Anyway, so it went Tone Barkins, they haven't got any in. So on his way up to, because we've got like two Asdas, but it's like opposite direction, and it's a bit bigger than our Asda, but it's not as big as the Superstore in Handsworth. So
Is it bigger than these?
No. Anyway, so it calls at Premier Shop. They haven't got any. Goes up to that. It's on that a place called Manor Top. So it goes up to the Manor Top one. They ain't got any fuckers in either. And he ended up getting, the McCain's microwavable ones that are already. You get them in the freezer. But we'd had some previous quite a while ago, and it put me off because I didn't like taste or anything. So he says, it's either these or nothing.
Why didn't you buy a potato?
Any.
Well, go buy one.
It's the season for new potatoes. So the potatoes that got in, I mean, you can't fucking do a jacket spud.
You can't buy a big Marish piper.
Well, I tell you what, he nearly got a sweet potato.
Well, there you go. That's even better for you.
Anyway,
change the subject. Harry just sung a couple of songs before he went to bed on my live show.
Oh.
I watched him.
How did it sound?
All right.
I couldn't hear this, see.
But anyway, so I were a sort of bit reluctant for him to bring these McCain ones. And he says, oh, it's either these or nothing. So I says, oh, go on then. Hiya, Chuck, how are you?
Hello, Chuck.
Anyway, I was quietly surprised, actually, because they were quite nice. And the fact that I'd had mine with tuna and mayonnaise, and Chris don't like tuna or salmon or anything like that. So, yeah.
Does he like kipper?
Eh?
Does he like kipper?
He's not really a fish fan, only that you get from chippy with batter around it. He don't like, any seafood either. There you go. Edward says this is going to be a lack of potatoes because of
There's a lot of water down south.
that answers the question then. That's why we couldn't get no jacket spuds for love of the money.
They're struggling everywhere.
We've got loads in Wales.
Yeah.
I never actually thought of that, Gary. Says cheese and bacon.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Chris had cheese and beans, and I had this tuna mayo with some cheese sprinkled on top.
Oh. On top of what? On top of microwave fries?
No, on top of the jacket spud, because he ended up getting them McCain ones, and I were, you know what I mean?
Frozen jacket potatoes.
Them McCain ones that you whack in microwave.
Yeah.
But you see, we'd had some quite
Not too bad, a push.
Yeah, but we'd had some like quite a while ago, and I like his own where you wrap them in foil and bung them in oven for a couple of hours. Anyway, so I were a bit dubious because it was past,
Anyway. A proper jacket potato shouldn't be wrapped in foil.
I don't like crispy skin. That's the thing, because I eat the whole lot, the skin and everything.
Yeah.
I don't like crispy jacket spuds.
Oh, it's much better.
Seen a woman pay €7.8 for a 5 kilogram bag of spud. I'm bored.
€7. 5 kilos. That's a big bag of spuds, though.
But yeah, you know what I mean? Or because I fancied a jacket spud yesterday.
I paid £2 for a fucking 2 kilo bag. So that's 4. Well, I mean, yeah, I suppose that is quite expensive.
But yeah.
But spuds used to be a penny each. Back in the day.
Back in the day.
No, I'm not a crispy skin fan. I like my Mount soft.
Oh, fuck, that's good.
I eat the whole thing though. I don't, I don't scoop the middle out and not eat the skin. I love.
I like them with the stuff and with the take on gizzards out, shove a load of stuff in and shove it all back in again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'll tell you something though, Richard. It's a good, good source of protein is the skin on a jacket potato.
Oh yeah.
It makes you regular.
Yeah, well, do you know what happened? Do you know what happened in the famine in Ireland? What was happening is the parents were peeling the potatoes, feeding the kids the potatoes and eating the skin, thinking that they were eating the shit part. And then all the kids were getting sick, and the parents were fine because they were eating all the goodness. And they were giving the kids all the shit bits.
Yeah, very high source of protein is the skin on jacket potatoes.
Tell you what else is like.
I remember when we were kids, we used to pull them. We used to chuck them in embers of fires and pull them out and just eat them.
Yeah,
Oh,
just break them
Chris-
open.
Chris
There's
says
all
to me-
been burnt,
It's
before it's on the outside.
shit.
Yeah, just do that when it's your camping.
It says to me
That's the
today.
best potato. If you got a bit of butter to go with that, you're fucking king.
Yeah. Your face would be black. We all bloody salt off it, and you didn't give a damn.
Yeah, we do. We go camping. We set
Chris-
the fire. We chuck our potatoes in straight away. The beginning of the night, we chuck them all in. Boom, have the fire. By the end of the night, we've all been drinking and fucking
Living in the
smoking and all
madhouse.
that. And then we pull the fucking potatoes. Then we'll have a big pile of burnt potatoes on the outside. But you crack them open. You got to get a big potato because it fucking burns a bit into it. Like
They were brilliant.
you crack it open, and it's the best potato you'll have fucking ever have in your life, man.
Chris says to me tonight, he says, you can't eat the best
Johnny
jacket
boy.
potato is done on a barbecue.
Looking well, Johnny.
You know what I mean? He
Fucking
says,
have the side part myself, fucking hazel up.
No, that's called a comb over.
It's fucking too long.
Don't fucking kid yourself.
He's
Mr.
going young.
Comb
He's
Over.
going younger and younger. Every time I see Johnny, he seems to have dropped a couple of years. He's going to
I
be
know,
back
he's
in a
looking
pram
well,
at this rate.
Are you rubbing jizz in your face or something?
It's yogurt, is it?
Chris,
I do all this.
I get Chris a trim today.
I'm not used to having hair, Richard.
And Chris ain't got none now because I've shaved it all off.
Been shaving my hair off for years. I'm not used to it.
Yeah, we're not talking about testicles, Johnny.
Oh, you got to keep trimmed up. Crypto, you like a twig as it is. You don't need to worry about carbs. You know.
I really like Laura last night. She says it's something about, oh, my belly, my belly's big. She stood up. She's like that, Johnny.
Dude.
I don't know where she gets the idea that she's fat.
I couldn't get a fucking word in edgeways last night with her. She was fucking pissing me right off. And she was too drunk. She was too drunk. I was too sober for me to even fucking contemplate battling with her. I was like, nah, I'm swerving this one tonight.
I've got the dog with me tonight because he's acting up. I don't think he's too well. You know.
She's not too well.
He's old as fuck, and he's about 154
Are you
years
on
old.
about your dog? I thought you was on about Laura.
Crypto says, I am not a twig. Who said she was a twig?
Well, not twig. Sorry.
Slim.
Slim then. Sorry. That'll do.
I mean, it was like Chris made a comment earlier on, Franny the Fanny. And I went, how would you like to be called Chrissy Pissy?
Chrissy Pissy.
Right, well,
Oh, you could have given him some, leniency since your bathrooms have been a bit fucking hit and miss.
But yeah. I said,
In fact, at one point, it was just an all-in floor on it.
sexist, isn't it, calling a Franny the Fanny?
who's this Gary?
I mean,
Even
right.
Richard Tullerbird had the chance to tell
What
us
do you
all to
want
go
to
to
do?
bed last night. Who
You
else that?
could have said Franny the Tranny. That'd be wrong too.
I
Who's on about? What's she called? I know who he means.
Fanny.
That's it, yeah. Go to bed.
What else could he said? Franny Miami. I mean, he's not haven't got many options.
No.
Franny Fanny, I like it.
There is a matching issue there, isn't there? And there's not many words go together like Franny and Fanny.
Cover by a name, Fran.
You know, I was thinking this the other day actually. If you
Oh,
want,
no,
if
you
you
do.
want a friend, you know somebody with a name that only one that's the only name you've ever heard of. That one person.
You mean of that particular name, you mean?
Oh no, of 20 names, Johnny. Yeah, obviously.
All right, Saki twat.
Well, I mean, I'm fucking saying it's one name that you've ever heard of.
Somebody, you're right. Can you think of somebody with a unique name that nobody else has?
Yeah, because I've got one, and I'll be keen to know whether you know anybody with the same name. Because it's very unusual. I only know one of them. Do you know anyone?
Well,
Your name?
and until you tell its name,
No.
I'm gonna know.
No, I'm asking if you know
somebody,
if you know
anybody with a I know a bloke called Aubrey, but I don't think it's a unique name.
No.
That's not unique, but it is unusual. But we had no Aubrey. Did he sell stuff? Do you have an ice cream van by any chance?
No.
Aubrey.
Yeah, no. My mum.
No, I can't say as I do.
Well, I got a friend called Sylvan.
Called what?
Sylvan.
That's so cool, man.
Do you know what his second name is? Sylvan Salloway.
Sylvan Salloway. Hell, it sounds like a cream. We'll get me a tube of Sylvan Salloway.
Yeah, use it on your boils, Richard.
Sounds like a medical cream or something, does that? Sylvan Salloway.
I know.
That is an unusual name.
But it just came to me, and I was like, that's the only person I know ever called that name. Like,
yeah, that's pretty unique.
I mean, there probably is other people out there with that name, but actually knowing a person.
It must be easy to find him in phone book with that name.
Yeah, he's a fucking heroin addict.
Gary says Aubrey was Boyce's name.
Right.
He ain't in no phone book.
Ointment.
I had a motorbike crash with him when I was about fucking 11.
I
got a back of him on a Honda 90.
Oh, Gracie. How are we doing?
It's probably a pile ointment.
Pile ointment.
Yeah.
What's up, Brizzy?
Anybody got an inflatable cushion?
Yeah, I have actually had one that didn't inflate.
No, get it right, Richard. It did inflate, but the minute you sat on it, it deflated.
Deflated, yeah.
So we ended up sending it back.
Yeah. A lot of crap that way. That's probably the only time I've bought something off Amazon that's actually been totally shit and useless. I bought loads of.
It wasn't useless, was it?
That what? Well, yeah, but that didn't come from Amazon. That were off. What was that off? That were.
Yeah, that was off fucking finger your own bumhole.com.
Most stuff I buy is useful, but then usually ends up getting chucked in drawer and not used. You know, you tend to sit there and you've had a few sherbets and think, oh, I could use that. And then next thing, you think, what the fucking hell about that rubbish for?
Yeah. My mum does it all the time with Amazon. I go, Mum, are you sure you need this?
All right,
well, she just bought the other day a 3 kilogram bag of fucking honest.
Of what?
Aniseed balls.
Aniseed balls?
Yeah, says Mum. That's 30 quid worth of fucking aniseed balls.
She's never starting her own.
She's got a thing about it.
Starting her own sweet shop.
Yeah, she's come off the Nicky Tennells, I think.
I think we all buy rubbish off Amazon. I'm murdered for it.
So it's a 3 kilogram bag, love. I said, yeah, but £29. That's a lot of aniseed balls. It's like a bag of dog food size, but of aniseed balls.
I don't know if you know your mum very well, but she loves balls, Johnny.
No.
She fucking loves them.
Me? Oh, living proof.
Yeah, there's a lot of honesty balls.
Isn't it?
I mean, does she buy them regularly?
Once every 6 months.
Well, like a packet.
Every year.
No,
now,
she bought a big
you know.
bag a few months ago, but it wasn't as big a bag as that one.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, she knows.
I think it's the sort of bag that you stick inside those big jars and then sell them into a shop.
Yeah, yeah. If she likes them, though, she likes them.
Some of the stuff you
I
know.
think, Brizzy,
Yeah.
I've seen Brizzy for a while.
I can see balls. You can tolerate one every now and again, but I couldn't sort of sit eating one after
No. No, that I couldn't either.
No, they're rock hard. No, you break all your fucking teeth. No, man.
Unless you take your teeth out before you eat.
Oh my God, just to eat a sweet.
I said I've done it
What about,
Monday.
such as Johnny's mother. I mean, I don't know whether she's got false teeth or whether she's got her own
That's just Johnny's mother. What the fuck? Have you
But
got
I
false
want about the older generation that have got false teeth. You know, it's easy. You don't break your teeth.
No,
if
she's got her own. Still got her own teeth.
Yeah, I think Kate's mum and dad still got their own teeth and they're in their 80s.
Oh, my mum hasn't. They're in a jar.
Oh, yeah, I know. I tell her to keep them in a jar when I get there.
I mean, I'm not doing too badly, man. I'm 62 nearly and still got all of my own teeth.
Nice. Have you lost any?
There's one right at back, and it were a wisdom tooth, and it just kept crumbling and crumbling till they went out there.
Yeah.
But it's right at back. It is one of my wisdom teeth, but they reckon half at time. By the time your wisdom teeth come through, actually fully, that they first things to go.
See, when you say something and you're like, well, they say that when this happened, and then you end it with like, yeah. There's no
But you know what I'm saying? They take that long to come through your wisdom teeth. By the time they eventually do come through, they're rotten.
Yo, partners.
I thought this.
Hello, partners.
Fuck you, partner.
I bet I bet. I'm going to
Pick some more wood up today to finish the fence, is it?
I
So
bet
I'll
I
have
have
to
had something that nobody ever has had before.
Well,
Oh my God! Listen, Richard's probably had 12 inches.
Do with
so-
teeth anyway. Yeah, it's to do
I've
with
had
teeth.
what? Well,
Have you ever had a foot long in
when
Subway?
you put me in corner, you kind of got some corner because that's when I put up with all shit when I'm in corner. I need to be in corner to accept the shit.
Everywhere?
I need to be bottom right corner, naughty boys corner where I get all shit.
I'll put him down there, Jeanette.
And hang on a minute. Has anybody ever had a tooth growing on the roof of the mouth?
No.
Yeah, all mine grow up.
I
Well,
haven't.
not all of them. The ones on the top to grow on the roof of my mouth. Yeah.
Not actually on the roof of your mouth, on your palate.
Oh. Well, listen,
No.
I can beat that. Have anybody ever had their
Okay,
wisdom?
eating donuts.
Listen, have anybody ever had a wisdom tooth in their sinus?
No.
Well, I have. I have to have an
Well,
operation.
anyway.
Out. They drilled through my
Oh.
nose and up through my gum. I still got a big hole that goes there. I never ever sniffed cocaine through this nostril.
Anyway, I noticed
Direct
this,
deposit.
sharp thing in roof of my mouth. I'm thinking, what the? It feels like a tooth to me. So I go to the dentist. Dentist says, yeah, I bored old fart.
Hello,
No.
boy, no fight.
You've got a tooth just piercing skin on the roof of your mouth. Not on my gum, not on the actual roof.
So
of my
through the
mouth.
actual bone of your mouth.
That palate bit at top.
Yeah, where did it come from?
I don't know, out my mouth.
Where did you come from? Where did you go?
That's right, Johnny. I swear to God, it was coming. It was coming.
I went to the dentist and he says, yeah, sure enough, you've got a tooth coming through roof of your mouth.
So you can eat your dinner twice.
So I said, well, what are we going to do about it? I said, because it's painful. And I had a lot like abscesses and everything with it, it being on soft palate anyway. So he says, well, basically, there's not a lot we can do about it till it comes through a bit more and we can pull it out. Right, fair enough. So I had to put up with infection after infection after infection because it was there.
How long ago was that?
Ooh, before I got with Chris, so it's been probably going back about 25 years, something like that. So anyway, after about 2 years, I goes back to the dentist. He says, right, he says, I think it's come through enough that we can attempt to pull it out.
Oh, shit. I bet that fucking hurt.
No, that's not end of the story, Johnny. He was tugging and pulling and couldn't get the fucker out. So he had to drill the crown off and leave the root in. So I'd actually still got the root in. So he says, well, only thing I can do now is refer you to the hospital.
Oh, cheers. I've got fucking mental.
People are just making it up as they go along.
I kid you not.
I have to send you over there where there's
anyway, yeah, but there was a reason behind that. It all will become clear. So anyway, they handed me over to hospital. Oh, Peter Kane had two impacted this is a similar sort of thing, but it were on the roof of my mouth. So I goes to hospital, and like dentists, they don't put you to sleep, they just jab you with all this local anaesthetic. And she was about 4'2". I kid you not. So it didn't instill me with much, because you're only about 4'2". So anyway, they lie you down on like a...
Didn't that when she said follow the yellow brick road?
I lay down on bed and she pulls this fucking step stool up.
Lumpa.
She pulled, honestly, one of these that toddlers have, these stepping things.
Some of the munchkins or something.
Yeah, she pulled one of them up.
I tell you why she had one of them?
Because she weren't
she
very
was
tall.
4'2".
Well, don't quote me as being exact, but she weren't very tall, put it that way.
Okay, well, next time you walk through an opening that's too small for you, don't duck.
So anyway, I'm on this bed, she's drilling away, and I couldn't stand it, and I kept saying, no, you're going to have to stop. So she gave me some, I tell you, by the time I'd done, from here all the way down, I couldn't feel my face. She put that much local anaesthetic into me. So anyway, it's just drilling away, and I told her to stop this particular time, and she says, well, see, the problem I'm having is the root to this tooth had gone across here, across top of me thing, and it had latched onto my jaw. So basically, no matter how much she did, anyway, tugged and pulled and whatever, she were having trouble detaching it from my jawbone. So in end, they had to make an hole this side, make an hole that side, so she could detach it from my jawbone.
Okay, what was she working out of an Ains manual?
And then she turned round halfway through it, and she said, "Well,
was she doing it with her back to you?"
Okay, she.
Then
we're looking at the top settings.
Well, if I can't get it this way, she says, you're going to have to come back and go under general anaesthetic. I nearly said to her, you mean to tell me all this fucking thing you've put me through, and I might have to come back anyway and go under general anaesthetic?
You should have got the help.
Look at this. Look at this. My live show had 11 views for 18 thumbs up.
I know. I've had exactly the same problem, Maisie. So anyway, that sort of didn't instill with me with much out when she says you might have to come back and go under. So anyway, after a lot of pulling and tugging and huffing and puffing, I heard a cheer. I heard a cheer, and she says, I've done it. Well, thank fuck for that.
Oh, so the Oompa Loompa cracked it in the end. You thought you were going to get shortchanged.
So yeah, I thought, well,
she were red faced and she were orange faced.
I'm numb all the way down my face, you know, just above my nose. I couldn't feel a thing.
Oh no, I have to have some dental work done. Fucking
anyway, so she managed to do it.
Slippers.
But yeah, don't say that, partner. Anyway, so by the time she'd done my face right here, because she'd been tugging and pulling, and obviously.
I'm saying tugging and pulling because I just think of having a wank.
Yeah, you know, drilling that much that my face right here. And I got an all this side and an all that side, you know, which of course that's
same. It's saying all the same words. There's all this
you'd have been connected for.
I couldn't think of being tugged off by a Oompa Loompa. Well, the right height, though, I suppose. It's a good height for it, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then this will make you laugh. They send you into like a recovery room.
It's better make me laugh now.
We're on about getting nosed by an Oompa Loompa module. That's on about fucking traumatic experience.
Well, listen, I'm waiting for this to make me laugh because she said
it not actually make you laugh, but anyway.
Oh, come on, make up your mind.
This is the sentiment of the NHS consultants, doctors, or whatever. They send you in the recovery room, and she brings me 2 paracetamol with a cup of water. So I looks at her and looks at my face, and I went, "How the fuck am I supposed to swallow them?" I said, "I can't even feel my face, you know."
And cocaine, stupid bitch.
Anyway, they went back to the drawing board, and she put me some of them effervescent.
She brought you a lining on a tray.
Drip the vodka, and I'll snort the cocaine.
Yeah.
She's practicing already.
You stupid bitch! You know, I've just had traumatic surgery on my face. My face is out here. I can't feel jack shit.
If I was a nurse and somebody called me a stupid bitch, they would need traumatic surgery on their face.
I'd like to I were past the point of no return. I couldn't give a shit, to be honest with you.
I can you imagine?
You'd have been better off packing up in a quick.
I can't imagine it because I had a sign. I had a wisdom tooth. But when I had my braces when I was a kid, my orthodontist said your wisdom tooth is traveling this way, and when you get older, you're gonna have issues. And when I was like 25, I had this fucking bad pain one day, and then all of a sudden, all this pus started coming from in between my teeth and my gum. Yeah, well, listen to this. Yeah, it was fucking horrendous, like big chunks of pus coming out. I went for a pint with I still went for a pint with my cousin. So we gone to a bar. We gone to this pub.
You went to no pain, in other words.
Ordered 2. Yeah, I didn't give a fuck about pain. We've ordered 2 beers, but I've also ordered but asked for an empty glass. So I'm drinking a pint, and by the time I've drunk a pint, I've spat out half a pint of fucking pus.
Ugh.
Because my wisdom tooth went across into my sinus, and then it had a cyst around it.
You see, that was problematic. I kept getting like infections and
was in my head.
and everything in my mouth.
In your head.
I've done well only baking a few bones in my life.
I took a few bones.
Honest to God, I did call her a bitch, and I says, "You stupid bitch." I says, "I've just had major surgery on my face. How the fuck am I supposed to swallow these?" So she went back to the drawing board.
If I could give you advice for life, it is the people that are caring for you, don't call them stupid bitches.
Well, I did apologise if that makes it any better. And I said, "I'm sorry." I'm sorry I were a bit snappy. I says, "and called you a stupid bitch." I says, "But you imagine," I says, "I've been in there for hours." Pardon me. tugging and pulling at my face, you know, and drilling and you know what I mean? I says it's enough to make anybody.
I'd like to say I'm sorry, but I'm not. You are a bitch.
You know, it does make you a little bit narky, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm the world's worst.
But so yeah.
If I'm in a bad mood, I fucking need to stay the fuck away from me.
I mean, even to this day, I've still got an hole where they pulled the tooth out. Actually, still, well, not an hole, but an indentation.
I mean, I go in there in between my teeth and my left. I've also got one in my nostril. Like, and do you know what happened to me? There's a hole in my nostril where they had a bit of wick in there, yeah, with knots in it. And it was like a drainage thing, so it was like seeping out, and they had this thing. So I should have went back after 2 days to have it taken out, but they told me 2 weeks. They got it wrong. So I went back after 2 weeks of this wick being in my nose, like all packed in there, and the hole inside my nose, all the skin had grown back around it. So she was on my fucking chest like this, trying to pull
trying to yank it out.
And it was this long. The wick was this long, packed into my nose, and every like inch was a knot.
Oh,
so she's going dink, 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 dink. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, honestly, it was the most fucked up shit.
It's like a medieval sort of torture, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, no. The anal beaded his nose.
Yeah, basically that's what it was. If she would have pulled it fast, she could have fucking started me like a chainsaw.
Oh, dear.
Well, at least me and AZ are on the same page. We know what the pain is real. You know what I mean?
Listen, see this knuckle? See that knuckle? Inside that knuckle, I got a hip bone. They took bone from my hip and grafted it to that knuckle. Look at my hands. They're fucking. I got a scar. See the scar that goes all the way up that finger?
Yeah.
I fucking punched somebody, and they ducked, and my knuckle fucking skimmed their head, and my knuckle shattered.
I've broke my knuckle before.
It was a friend of mine, and do you know what? He had to stay in bed for 3 days. That's what happens when you fuck with my beer. And we winding each other up, and it just went too far. You know when that happens? You could just do something, and then it gets more serious, and then next thing you know, someone gets smacked on the back of the head, and then it's fucking. Then you're outside, fucking rolling around in the gravel.
I've got a misshapen finger because my sister chopped my finger in the door when I was little, and tip of my finger were hanging off. Look.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
my brother got one about that wide. The door, do you know when the back door and the front door is open?
Both sides of it where the
yeah,
it rang off, but they just stitched it back on.
And he must have been about fucking 4 or 5, something like that. He was little. And he's got his hand on the door frame like that, and the fucking wind have come through the house and slammed the fucking door shut. And I was there. I was coming down the stairs, and I seen it happen. I was the first one on the scene, and his finger was fucking this big. Oh, it was fucking horrendous.
But yeah, tip of my finger were like, because it had.
I had my finger in the door of my front door and it was a wooden door, and it was the hinge side, yeah. And someone slammed the fucking. I'm on the outside. I'm on the outside, and it's this hand. They've slammed the door shut. Do you want to think about it? I get a fucking pain in my bumhole. I don't know why. It's just the nerves in me.
I was going to say that's a strange sentence.
She clenched that time as well.
Listen, they slammed it shut. My finger's stuck in the door, the hinge side, yeah, of a wooden door, like in the fucking 80s. This was. And it's this hand, and I've got my back to the door. So I'm trying to turn like this to knock the door. So I'm twisting myself to knock the fucking door from to open it and get my fingers out. And do you know what? I didn't break a fucking finger. It was unbelievable. I mean, it hurt for a while.
Sometimes your fingers, it all depends. They're that flexible that if it were like your joint, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's just like.
Honestly, I was so lucky not to have my fingers just chopped off. Fuck, when I think about that.
You're walking around with your hand out waiting for a bus.
Oh, it's fucking terrible. Do you know what? I've had so much injury to my body. So much. I've been fucked up like.
I can't say fuck all. I damaged my spine.
Me as a human have been so attacked. Like, I swear to God, like I've been fucking bashed up so bad. I've been bashed up through
Yeah,
life.
but the difference, Johnny, is
I'm not Johnny.
when you do anything, you don't do it by halves. You know what I mean? Getting stabbed in his butt.
No, I walk out garden with some
I've been stabbed with a knife
earlier.
in the leg, in the bum.
I hit my hand with a hammer earlier, Easy. I swore out garden.
I've been hit with a hammer. Yeah, my auntie hit me with a hammer on the head when I was like 7.
Your auntie hit you on the head with an hammer?
Yeah, she was 8. She's like a year.
All right.
I was just about to say, was she unhinged?
Yeah, she is unhinged, actually. She's a fucking horrible cunt. Yeah. Some people in life are horrible cunts, you know? That's just the way it is. I mean, everyone can be an horrible
Have you had any terrible situations, Richard? Have you?
No. I've fallen off a few motorbikes and broken things, and that's about it. Dislocated my shoulder a few times, broken my wrist, broke my elbow, bust my knees.
I broke my wrist, but that's the worst thing I've ever
That
been.
is one thing I have never had. I've never had a broken bone. I've had a lot of other injuries, but a broken bone, no.
I broke my toes, dislocated my shoulder, electrocuted myself, and fucked my spinal cord up. Apart from that, I'm fine.
One thing I've never done, which is bizarre, I've never
earlier hit my hand with hammer.
ever, as far back as I can remember, obviously I must have done it when I was a baby, but I've never ever puked. Never.
You've never been sick?
No, never been sick. Never. I've never vomited.
The fuck up.
Ring me mum up, ring wife up, because wife used to say to me, if you're ever sick, I'm going to ring an ambulance. She used to say.
You've never in your life been sick?
Not as far back as I can remember. I must have done it when I was a baby, but as far as I can remember, I've never puked. I wouldn't know what it feels like because I've never done it ever been sick, never vomited.
What the fuck?
I know.
Richard last week.
I do that every time I run, mate.
Oh my God.
People say they feel sick. I wouldn't know what
it's like. In the middle of the night, going, "Oh, I don't feel great, man," and you know the sick gotta come up.
I've never had that. I've never had it where I've had times when my guts have felt bad, but I've never ever been sick. But and wife always used to say, "If you're sick, I'm ringing an ambulance." Because in all the time we were, I was never ever sick once. Obviously.
Holy fuck!
My mum says she'd never seen me been sick, apart from obviously when I was a baby. All babies are
You
sick.
must have a strong constitution, then.
You got a gag reflex.
A what?
A gag reflex.
I don't know what a gag reflex is.
It's
Well,
like
how far can you put your fingers down the back of your throat?
Oh, I can do that where you go, you put your fingers down your neck. I can do that, where you do that gagging thing, but nothing happens. Apart from
sometimes when I'm sick, they get stuck in my throat and I'm
How
sat
do
there.
you know you can do that gagging thing? Putting your fingers down the back of your throat.
Because I must have tried it for some reason, but I know I can't do it.
I tried it for some reason. Yeah.
No, I've done it because when I've eaten steak, when I've had steak, when you've had a piece of steak and it goes down,
Lodged in your throat.
That stringy bit holds it back.
Man puts things down their throat is to make themselves sick.
Well, I've never been sick. I wouldn't know what it feels like or anything. I've no idea.
He's broken his right wrist twice, fell out of a tree and landed on the right railings and broke his left leg.
When we go to Amsterdam, I am going to make you sick.
Honestly, I've never been sick, and because wife always used to say, "The reason you're sick, I'm phoning an ambulance because there's something badly wrong." Because even all how pissed I've been and all that, I've never been sick. I've thrown food everywhere and trashed things, but I've never actually puked out my mouth.
How have you never been sick, man? What
I don't know. I can't help it. I can't make it.
Who can I phone? This is
Go
not right.
this. Who are you going to call?
I don't know. Who do you call to verify this shit?
Or the friend.
Phone a friend.
Phoned a friend. Hiya, Anthony.
Hello, Anthony.
In Tim's case, you can ask his brother.
Yeah.
But this is the thing, sort of, Anthony. We're talking about. I mean, I've never broke a bone in my life. I've had you know, end up finger hanging off, and you know, and tooth growing out roof of my mouth, but I've never actually broke a bone.
I broke my wrist.
Hazy's had it all.
I have had it all. I've been punched in the face way too many times. I've been all sorts. I mean, I've been fucked up, beat like fucking loads of times, man.
So,
like when I was younger,
you know what I mean?
not so much as an adult. Although, you know, I've had sucker punches and all that.
I mean, only one of my kids has ever had a hairline fracture on his wrist, and that was because he fell out of a tree.
I broke my wrist. I was drunk and in my flat, my mate and my brother, and they tried picking me up and they couldn't, and they fucking dropped me and I fucking landed on my wrist. And I was fine until the vodka wore off about 5 o'clock in the morning, and it was the fucking worst pain I've ever had in my life. I phoned the ambulance.
This is the thing with my lad. He fell out at tree. I rushed him straight down to the doctor. He says, "Oh, it's just a sprain," because he says, "Oh, my wrist hurting me."
Oh, mine was horrendous pain. Horrendous.
But yeah, and even next morning, you know, all his hand and his fingers, everything was swollen up. So I said, you know, right, that's it. We're going down to A&E, and they couldn't understand.
I tried biting my finger off.
I am listening. You know what I mean? And they couldn't understand why he wasn't in any pain. And he says, "And you've been in agony all night?" He says, "No." He says, "It don't hurt me."
Who was that?
My eldest lad. He's 38. And he fell out a tree. Took him to the doctors. They thought it was a sprain because he said it weren't hurting him. So he says, "I think you've just sprained it." But when he got up next morning, it had like doubled in size and all his fingers and his hands were swollen up. Took him down to hospital. They gave him an x-ray and says, it's not, it were like an hairline fracture. It were a fracture, but it were only a hairline fracture. And they gave him a pot and they kept saying, "Do you want something for pain?" He says, "No, it don't hurt me." And they gave him some of that Calpol stuff. And
fancy a Chinese.
So yeah, he said it hurt him. And it
God works in mysterious ways.
Hi.
Close enough.
No. She's Filipino, not Chinese.
Yeah, but I mean close enough. I just said I fancied a Chinese and you popped up. Do you fancy a Welsh omelette? When I say Welsh omelette, I mean some eggs.
Welsh
omelette. Oh dear. I'm only joking.
But everybody tonight.
Isn't it strange though? Are some people?
That's Chinese.
You know, when broken things have got a higher pain threshold than other people have.
I got a high pain threshold. I know that for a fact.
I have as well.
Richard don't even know what pain threshold is. You've never been sick. That is fucking barbaric.
I have a very high pain threshold. I won't get fuck all done.
Johnny, could you imagine never being sick in life and you're 50?
5.
I'm having a coughing do now.
I wasn't gonna add the 5 on, but Jeanette just was insistent.
I've had bad guts and felt like I've needed to do something, but I've never ever been sick. I've never.
You must do a lot of fucking spewing for your ring piece. I bet you shit your pants loads.
I haven't. Yeah,
you have. If you ain't being sick, you are shitting your pants.
I can't help it if I've not been sick. I can't make it. You know, it's just one of them things. Because, like I said, I've always used to say, if you're ever sick, I'm ringing an ambulance.
Right there. Let's Google this shit. Is it normal never to be sick in life?
I'm just gonna do this one. Just hold on.
I mean, we know.
On average, each individual picks up around 200 colds in their lifetime.
Is it normal never to vomit in life? Is it normal to vomit regularly?
Oh, I can't make it.
Certainly not normal to vomit regularly, is it? That's for sure.
Is it normal not to vomit in life? Is it weird that I have never thrown up? Yes. What's the longest time span you have experienced without vomiting? If more than 10 years, are you emetopathic? Do you have any?
It sounds funny. That might be Richard.
Do you have any Halloween stories about close calls when you almost vomited?
Halloween stories.
What the fuck? Is it weird that I've thrown up? First, who cares? You don't have reason to throw up. You don't. Second, I'd imagine that you don't remember.
Amazon. I need a new mouse. This mouse is
True up then. Third,
spring has sprung.
you might not be able to throw up.
There you go.
I have a gag reflex. That's
I think he's making it up now.
Yeah, he's reading any old shit here, isn't he?
No, I'm reading now. I got this. I'm fucking dyslexic. It's difficult for me to read, but I'm trying, motherfuckers.
You're trying, yeah, you're right there.
Oh well, fuck you. I'm gonna put the whole thing up.
Trying to find a bad illness that I've got.
Right, this is what it says.
In other words, Richard is trying to skate shit out of you.
The most common reason for people not to be sick is because there's a chemical on the foreskin that when it's put in the throat,
It's called Dairy Lee.
it causes inflammation.
Did you see that thing that I shown last night? Pringles, cock cheese.
Cock cheese.
Oh, it set me off now.
Nini's thinking, what the hell have I come into here?
Oh, Nini knows what she's come into. Nini, what's your job? What do you do? What was you doing last night when you were sneaking off every now and again? Just
Can she not hear us?
oh, she's watching YouTube.
Sorry?
She'll hear us in 5 minutes.
You know, I did say last night to you to have singing time.
Oh, singing time.
I'm waiting for my other friends from other country to start singing.
Somebody
because
invited
they're
me
not been online
tonight.
for
Somebody
quite a
invited
while.
me tonight to some sort of.
So I just want to go back.
I mean,
all my YouTubers doing singing time.
I've done exactly the same, but I've typed in, and it says there's nothing inherently healthy or beneficial about throwing up, they say. However, and going for years without vomiting is both very normal and not a cause for concern.
Thank you.
And I just think you haven't fucking lived.
So I can't help it.
Fuck it.
Just watch now, get a bit more and rats all outside of bed.
I've been sick in chip shops, man.
What when you found out the peas?
Yeah. I don't think I've eaten anything today. I've had pineapple. No, I fancy a Chinese.
This dog's far too quiet for my liking.
It's too late. Okay, is it too late to order a Chinese?
Oh, man, little man.
I'm trying to share something.
You're frozen on my end.
When I let dog out early, we were even walking a little bit funny, so I'm a bit concerned. He's laid next to me now, but he's not even making a bloody sound.
Kate, any chance you can grab me some ice, please? On the menu. You downstairs, Kate?
Yeah, I worked it out over days. About 21
Bring that
years
bottle of
old.
whiskey up as
About
well.
150 odd in dog year.
Yeah. Who is here? Grasscutter, shout out. Cryptocrillion, shout out. JTT Win22, shout out. 21. Gary, shout out. Who is here? Bria's Adventure, shout out. Anjad, shout out. Who's here? Shout out to everyone. Parker, shout out. Shout out to you all. How many?
Your camera's frozen, and your camera's not moving.
I can't be out shouting out. You can hear me from here.
Shout out, shout out, shout out.
Shout
Shout out. Good people.
I'm non-compliant, Nene. Or is it Nene? I don't know.
Huh? Johnny Pipe?
Nene or Nene?
Yes, Johnny Pipe.
His name's Johnny Foreskin.
Nene.
Nene. Right, okay.
What is it?
No, it's not Nene. My name's Elbow.
You know what? I'm lagging. I don't know why.
Are
you
you frozen?
shoulders?
I mean, you're just staying still. You're as bored
No,
as
it's a
Richard
bit.
Six stories. Because he ain't gonna. Fucking hell. I woke up fucking
Alan,
covered in sick.
shout out. Hi,
You never
Alan.
woke up
Mega love
covered-
shout out to you. Kamusta? Thank you for dropping by, bro.
What does Kamusta mean?
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, boy. Shamrock. How we doing?
Kamusta means how are you?
Good to you.
How are you? Kamusta? Kamusta?
Who's she talking to?
Fucking clip.
I'm on a cross right now.
Who's chatty in here, innit? I can't see these people you're talking to.
I'm on the cross live right now. I'm doing a cross live.
She's on another live show.
Cross live. Go.
She's on another live. Check it out. Booter in a Nini.
Nene.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh, I
doing
forgot
live.
Nene, can't do that.
I'm joining here and I'm live on my show, but it's
I
a
know.
silent one.
There's no silent for
That's
us.
why I called cross live.
No, we're listening
It's a
silent. We're
cross
listening.
live.
Thank you. Big shout out to fucking Big Mama on this left. Fucking. Like a,
What are you swearing for?
I never swore. I said Big Mama on the left. Is that a swear word? I mean, all we
You
can
know what? I
do
don't
is
swear.
you.
That's why.
All
I'm
we
not
can-
the person swearing. I'm not.
No, what I'm saying is all we
I
can do
don't
is
know.
you
I never
giving
swear in
people
my
shout
life,
out.
really.
giving people shout outs on your show. And you're on our show. Funny. It's just funny.
Shout
You know, and
out.
you're frozen.
Shout
We
out.
can't even
Shout
see you.
out.
It's like you put a picture
Shout
up.
out. Huh? Sorry?
Oh,
Yeah,
shout out.
Shandog. Shandog's, you're on right one now. Shandog, yeah, we're back in here.
Oh, you shouting out this time?
Shandog.
Well, I shall read out what Gary's put, but I'm
Yeah,
only
it
reading
It would
comments.
have been nice to have asked Jeanette before.
No,
No, because-
a bit ignorant.
Really, bang out.
No, it's Gary. This is StreamYard. It's not go direct. It's different way. Being a YouTuber, you need to learn a lot of cross things of YouTube. You can do a lot of YouTube things. That's why I'm doing it for so many years. It's not bango border. It's just you need to learn how to do cross
You
live.
say bang a border.
Gary said it's a bango border.
Bang a border. It's not bang a border.
This is StreamYard. It's not direct YouTube. StreamYard, yeah.
So is that why the pictures froze on here? Because we are on with somebody else then as well.
Yeah, because she's using too much bandwidth. They can't control it. So it makes no sense. Well, I don't know why you'd want to be on 2 channels.
Mine goes off when I have a pipe like this.
No, because you never been doing for quite a long time. That's why.
Oh, I've been doing it for quite a long time. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, it's StreamYard. StreamYard doesn't do
I've got
anything.
4 kids to
It's
prove it,
different.
Nini.
I've been doing YouTube for like 16 years.
Oh,
Yeah, since it was
yeah. If
invented.
you're using a different type of platform to YouTube, either Twitter, you can cross different. You know, you can do multitask. If you got the high-tech technology computer with you, you can do
Yeah, I got
multi-stream.
Reebok technology, high tech shit.
He's
Yeah.
a musician. He's got all the kit.
You can do multi-stream, but StreamYard, you know, StreamYard, because we're using StreamYard, there's so many things but you have to pay for it. But StreamYard, you can pay, you can do cross things too. You can do a lot
You
of
see
cross
this, Jeanette? I'm
channel.
very worried. Can you hang on? I haven't got a fucking camera.
I'm going to say.
Oh, he's there, just killed up. He's not looking good.
What is that? The dog?
It's
My
Buddy.
dog, he's not very well.
I know you said he's shitting himself now, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's blind as he's just walking it and stuff. He's eating though, but that's about only time he shows he's fucking even doing anything. Oh, no, bugger. I worked out he's about 21-year-old.
Yeah.
I
Blind
don't,
as a bat.
I don't think he's long for this
You
world.
can see light. You can see light in front of him. You can tell if he's in the dark or light, but that's it.
Okay, do you want to bring me some ice?
But tonight he's just been in corner of his little bed, just staring at the wall. Well, they can't stare at all, to be honest, but he's not moving at all. So.
Have you seen the video where the guy moves his settee and he got a blind dog and the dog walks into the living room and fucking goes to jump on the settee? It's not there.
Is it? I love him, but he spent 2 minutes walking into oven door of a day. But funny, but not funny.
Oh, that's fucked
Oh,
up.
mine is a big oven.
But
Hey, can you hear me?
Well, because he's like this tonight, Jeanette.
Can you not hear me?
Keep an eye on him.
Shandog is not
Hey, do you want to bring me some ice
it's
up?
not going live.
And I'm going to let him out early.
Shandong,
Jeanette.
you're
He's
not going up
wobbly down
here.
ramp. Bit wobbly down ramp as well. So.
oh, bless him. I don't think it'll be long, Johnny. I don't think that
It'll
sounds.
be long, Johnny.
Well, you know what I mean. I mean, it's horrible.
It's not turning me on.
Go, Johnny.
But yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
got
What's your resting heartbeat?
Don't sound very good, Johnny.
What's your resting heartbeat?
Well, I wouldn't know about the watch. It's flat at the moment. I never remember a fucking charge.
Mine's low, man. When I'm chilling, mine goes into his 50s. Like, that's low, isn't it?
I can't get.
I thought, you know, I think
Testing how good your weed is, isn't it?
What?
check
How
your
long are you
pulse.
going to
Still
go?
alive.
I think I'm still alive.
I've never known a heartbeat that low.
When I'm asleep, it goes into his 40s.
My internet a bit low.
And my heartbeat now is 57.
I should put this smartwatch around his head.
I'm pretty fit, though. You know?
Oh yeah.
I can swim. Today's my day off. I feel like I'm cheating like fuck. So I've done 30 press-ups.
So you haven't really had a day off then.
Well, I did. Yeah, I only done 30 press-ups.
I did about half an hour this afternoon at training, but I've been building that last bit of the fence. I want it all done now.
Oh,
Nearly
nice.
there.
Okay.
I met him in an abandoned car park. Nothing dodgy.
Oh dear.
We reversed up to each other and did an exchange.
It was about like that. Can you remember when you sold your camera, Richard?
Oh God, yeah. Can I? Remember that?
Hey?
Flipping heck, I couldn't believe it. This car pulled up, and I looked, I thought, God, she looks a bit strange, this woman. And she got out of the car and she said, looked at the camera. I'm looking at her, so I'm thinking, something not right here. You're a bloke dressed as a woman.
Oh, I seen one of them yesterday in Robin Roll.
She had, there were knockers and everything. There, so I don't know, I couldn't weigh it up, but it weren't right. And it
I was
were,
going to say, any chance I can weigh them? And then went, way.
you know,
But yeah, he put his camera up for sale.
I can't remember what camera it were now. I can't remember what it was. Can't remember. Well, last year, weren't it?
You sold the camera to a transvestite?
Yeah.
I didn't know at the time. I thought it were well.
Yeah, she had a woman's name and everything, you know.
Original
Oh,
back
yeah, they
and
do.
forth
They
messages
do
with
do
the
that.
But
woman.
when you don't see somebody communicating like on, I think it was Facebook Marketplace I sold it on. I
Didn't
think.
you park outside your works?
Yeah, a bloody good job. No bugger come out at gates and saw me talking to a tranny.
Oh, listen, John, you hear my tranny story?
Oh, go on.
I got a good one. So my sister Tasha, she when she was younger, before she had kids now, she was living in this fucking house with all these gay guys and everything. And fucking, she was like in that part of the fucking world. And she phones me one night. She said, "Any chance you can take me and my mate into town? We're going to fucking to some club. Any chance you can give us a lift?" So I was like, "Okay." So I arrived a little bit early because I hadn't seen her for a while. So I thought I'd sit and have a fucking chat and have a cup of tea and that. And this other guy that she's with haven't turned up yet. So we're sat there. She's getting ready. We're chatting and all that. And fucking, there's a few of them there. And then this fucking guy comes in, and because they've been waiting for him, and they're like, "Come on, hurry up and get ready. We've fucking got to go." Like he said, "Give me 5 minutes. I'm just gonna run upstairs now. Get ready." He runs upstairs to get ready. Gets ready. He comes downstairs as fucking female, like with a fucking wig on and all the fucking. And I was like, "What the fuck?" But he's a big boy, so he couldn't fit in the back of my car. So he sat in the front. So my sister's in the back with this other fucking freaky fucker, whatever was going on. And I drove into town, yeah, with a fucking huge transvestite sat next to me. I swear to God, that's my sister.
Oh dear.
How's she doing?
Oh, there only Richard got tales like that.
Yeah. I'll never forget that because at first I was looking because the car went past me, and I remember he or she, whatever, was in an electric car, and I thought, "Oh, that's a snazzy looking car, like brand new electric car." Pulls up and gets out, and I thought, "God, it's bloody tall is that bugger," you know. And then when she's looking at camera, she's looking at this is looking at camera, right, big hands, and I thought, "This is a bloke, surely." Couldn't work it out. Anyway, paid up, no problem, went. I thought, well, there we go. But,
transvestite paid you?
Yeah. I can't remember it was a camera I saw, but I can't remember what camera it was.
If I remember rightly, it had been for sale for a long time, hadn't it, Richard?
And that's right, yeah. You've been on Facebook. I had nothing but messes and pillocks. I had one yesterday on Facebook Marketplace. There was a camera for sale. I thought, bloody hell, that's cheap. And I said, "Have you still got it yet?" I said, "Right, I'll come and collect it." We're only in Bolton, which is only half an hour from me, Bolton. I said, "Send me your address and I'll come and collect it today." And he said, "I'll send you my postcode." Send me a postcode. It was a postcode in Edinburgh. What?
I get them. They say they're selling something in Cardiff, and then they're in fucking Bristol. They're in Bristol.
Because it was too cheap. The camera was too cheap.
Yeah, I got the timber. He went, "Do you want to buy some of these posts? These big posts for £1 each?" It says only if they're free sample.
He come back with some shit when I messaged him and said, "That's Edinburgh. You said you're in Bolton." He come back with some shit saying, "I've just recently moved and I forgot to update the advert." I said, "Forget it." I said, "I'm not." He says, "But I can post it to you." I said, "Forget it." I said, "I'm not paying for notes that I can't come and collect."
Hey, Richard, Mini 3 Pro, 170 quid.
Well, that's too good to be true.
Yeah, that's what Chris says. It says there's no way.
But it said all right things, unbound from the account and all this shit. I'm thinking, and it were in Sheffield. So,
Yeah.
If it were a woman, she might not know, but yeah, surely she's got to know how much it costs.
Yeah. If it's too good to be true, then it usually is.
This was a Sony A7 Mark II Sony A7 camera, full frame camera. Now they're £1,000 in Argos, and it were 220 quid. I thought, bloody hell, that's cheap. I like that page.
If you go onto his selling page, see what else he's selling. Guaranteed all of the good stuff for the same price. All the same price.
Oh, it's just bullshit. Well, I was flicking through later on, and same camera, same photos were for sale in Bristol.
Yeah.
Con artists who want you to send money. It's not. I won't buy nothing off Marketplace unless I can go and collect it.
If they ask for PayPal payment and friends, family only, don't do it, because that way they don't have to return money.
Well, I would never pay anybody by PayPal over Facebook Marketplace unless it was something like £2 worth or something.
What was that for that drone or
for anything?
Anything.
I would stop. If I can't go and collect it, I ain't having it.
Easy.
He's got family.
No, I mean this raffle that he's doing is, if you pay friends and family, then he gets the whole amount. If not, PayPal takes some off him.
Yeah.
Who's
not in it?
I got a raffle. If anybody wants to get involved, £2 a ticket.
£2 a ticket.
And you win 50 quid if you win.
I've already had 3.
We've had 3 already.
You got 2.
I ain't have had 3.
Oh yeah, you got 3. Yeah.
He's trying to scam you. See, it's a scammer.
Listen, I've done fucking so many raffles, and I've never ever. You gave me one person to rip them off on a raffle.
No, I cannot. But I mean, what Chris is saying, if a person's selling an item and they want you to pay by PayPal, friends and family, then it's a bit iffy. Yeah,
I've sent fucking shit all around the world. Do you know what? I done a raffle one to Flying V, and I only fucking I ended up going to Florida, and I wasn't very well at the time. Like mentally, I was very fucking unstable. I was going through a real bad time, and I'd only sold like £160 worth of tickets, but I wasn't sure in my mind how bad I was going to get. And so what I done, I ended the raffle, and I just fucking called a winner and sent it before I either lost the plot or recovered. And luckily, I recovered. But I just because I didn't want to let people down who bought tickets, and I really was in a bad place. Like, but if you go back and look at the videos when with the Flying V, like fuck me, man, I went through some bad times, like some real bad times, real bad times. But I was still trying to be fucking positive.
Same as Chris says, it were a woman that was selling this Mavic Pro Mini 3 Pro at rate, 170 quid. Yeah. They were. I don't. How much are they?
I feel so much stronger than.
I'd expect that to be about 400 quid at least.
Well, Chris does. He thinks they're nearly £1,000.
What is it? A Mini 3 Pro?
Oh, yeah. Brand new.
Well, the Mini 4 Pros only.
One of them fly more combo things. Yeah.
Well, that one I've got's the Mini 4 Pro, and I paid 900 quid for it at Argos, so that's the Flymore combo. That's the Mini 4 Pro.
Anyway,
so the Mini 3 Pro will be a bit less.
Sale for 175, I think.
They've come down a lot in price since been
not that much.
But damn, not that much.
No, not that much.
I mean, if it is true, I'll say, right, I'll see it tomorrow. You know what I mean?
But
169.
That's the thing. You've got to be very, very careful with Marketplace, because it's easy to rip people off, if you know what I mean. Or the same as Richard says, there's a lot of scammers out there, and
well, your camera's still not moving.
I think I remember before, in Facebook, I had scam. I transferred the money on her account, and because I'm working, I got no time to go to the bank. At least it's not that below 20 pounds only. I was like 5 years ago, I think. I just like, oh my God. I transferred to her account. I said, where's my post now? It's posted that time. And how many days I didn't receive at all? And I can't go back to the bank say, yeah, would you mind to have a look that one? But it costs less 20 pounds. I'm just not bothered at all.
Well, that's it. I mean, at least, well, yeah, I was going to say, at least you went, you know, some of these are really upmarket scammers, you know what I mean? And I were only saying the other night, we round this area have got like lost and found pets. And somebody, I think it were a vet that actually posted in one of the groups, and they says, just be aware, there's this scam going round. If you get a phone call, because see, I think what they do, they trawl through all people that have lost or got missing pets, and they ring them up, and then they'll say,
yeah,
well, it's at this particular vet's, but I've had to pay for its I've had to pay for its treatment. You owe me X number of pounds. And of course, the owner has willingly paid them, arrived at vets, and they don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
So
I bought 5 tickets, Eddie.
You know, that's the latest scam that's going round. You know, and they're basically preying
We'll get you over here somehow.
What?
So we'll get you here somehow.
You know, preying on people that have got either missing cats, missing dogs, missing anything. You know, they're sort of clawing at their last hopes that they're gonna. Yeah, we've got your dog or cats at such and such a vet, but I've had to pay vet's fees, and I don't know. You know, some people have been scammed out of hundreds.
I know it's. I think that's before lockdown. Yeah, those people that first started like about buying marketplace through Facebook. That's what started people get a lot of scam. But yeah,
Look at that. I've never seen that before. Did you do that, Johnny?
Yeah.
I've never seen that happen before.
Yeah.
Well done, Johnny boy. Johnny's in.
You know, in my mind,
Johnny sent me £1,000. Nice one.
He's definitely going to decline. I'll give it 2 minutes.
To me, that's the lowest of the low. Preying on somebody that's lost a pet or a dearly beloved pet. You know what I mean? That's either missing or, you know.
again.
And you've been to Dog's Home yet, Easy?
No, I'm too busy.
No, you're not.
I am. I'm
Get
extremely
down there.
busy man.
Hey?
I'm an extremely busy man.
Get down there.
I can't go down there because you know why?
You'd end up coming back with a dog.
There's dogs that need people. And I'm people.
Well, there you go. You know that's the reason why you haven't been, because you know that you'll go down there and you'll come back with one.
Well, no, I'm waiting for the right time. I'm not. It's not the right time for me at the moment. But it will be.
I'll tell you something. I told Tracy straight. This is the last one. I'm not doing it again.
Yeah, it'd be nice
for
Harry to
I
have
said,
it.
no, Trey, it's not a matter of that. I says,
Jack had one when he was like.
It's a bit fourth dog I've had put to sleep. You haven't had to do it. I've had to do it. I'm not going through it again.
It's not a nice situation.
It's like having two. It's Harry's like, although he's got a brother, he's an older brother, so he's not really seeing much of him, and he won't like see as much as him now until he grows up a bit, you know. Because Jack's out doing his own thing. He's college working and all that. So the reason we got Buster was because Jack didn't have a brother, and then we got Buster, and then a couple of years later, fucking Harry was born.
Well, you know what to do. Get your Harry.
I want to have a kid. Yeah, exactly. That's what I said.
Not another kid.
Oh, I couldn't imagine starting again.
He's still young to have another one.
Fucking starting again at 40 was a fucking, just a head
He's
fuck.
still young.
Yeah, I know, but I lived a fucking really hard life.
Everyone had hard
I might look young on the outside, but on the inside, I am fucking all sorts of fucked up. Karate Man is just chopping me.
He's a year away from Werther's original.
Johnny doesn't say anything, isn't it?
But you know what I
I'm
mean?
the same age, Nene. Don't you start.
Yeah, but you're still young. If you reach your 70s, that's what you're gonna say. You are fuck.
Me and Johnny.
That's it.
Yeah, when you are reach 70, that's what you're gonna say. You're old. But some people are working 70s, 70.
I'm not quite there yet either. I mean, I might be, oldest one here, but I'm not 70 yet.
You know, my director at work, our operation director, 76, is still working. I just want him get out. Honestly, he's still there. He's still working. My God, honestly, I hate him when he's there.
Because some people, they think when they stop working, they just die.
Yeah, honestly, no, but that's only he's working because his wife is only 54. That's why this is the problem when you get married, second time, third time, and you got a young wife. So you have to wait because your young wife, it's long way to retire. So that's the reason why. And there's no option to go anywhere other country to live. They try to go before to live in Spain or France, but
I mean, this is the thing. They keep raising the retirement age.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And a lot.
That's why I'm saying his wife is young and he's old, and 20 years gap. That is really bad. Yeah, I understand that, but that is fault that he got a young wife. And then it's hard.
Don't tell me someone's naked.
No, I'm not having it. Chase. He's got this box that he likes to go into, and he's just like launched himself at this box, did a rollover, and then come flying out of the box. And then he's sat there going, wasn't me.
Yeah, it's
only a baby, don't it?
It took me a week. Been okay. Got drunk, Miss Batty, nearly got married. A grass cutter.
Oh my little man.
Yeah, I know people working 76. Don't wanna, 70s. But it's an office job. It's not a hard job, so don't mind about it. But it's people with higher position. That's okay for them.
What's this one about?
So what he's saying is you want his job and he needs to hurry up and piss off.
You still go to work 70s because you got nothing to do at home, really. Yeah, that's what they
Johnny's never got nothing to do.
Yeah, some people nothing to do at
doing
home. That's why they got to go to work. Even
me and Johnny's the same. We're always fucking doing stuff.
Yeah, honestly, I can't say anything
My
to him.
project is to finish all that fencing tomorrow. I've already made 2 of the panels. So I've only got to make a gate really. And put
it this way. If Johnny's never got anything to do, we'd think you were dead.
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
I get depressed. I get a bit down me when I got
if I got nothing to do, then
because some people,
when I'm stuck in house.
I'll create something.
Yeah. Some people got nothing to do in their house. So there's got no family near them. So what is his option? His wife is working.
Yeah.
He's get lonely inside the house.
But
it's a lot of friends too. That's also the one thing. And then you cannot.
What I'm saying, go idle mind, idle body, or something like that. I forgot where it says what saying.
The saying is, "Devil makes work for idle hands."
That's it.
And then even that.
In other words, if you got nothing to do, you're gonna wank yourself to death.
honestly, some people got nothing to do. Everything is done.
Sorry, Jeanette.
Johnny could come up with that euphemism.
You need to go to work.
Devil makes friction burns.
Yes, my week been good. Yes, Miss Body.
Your camera's still frozen, then, eh?
Huh?
Your camera's still frozen.
I'm like, you need to stop staring at me.
My camera.
It's frozen.
Been frozen for the last half an hour.
Correct.
Oh my God! I think my and I don't know why it's frozen. It's okay on my hair.
Turn your camera off and then back on. For fuck's sake. I mean, I told her at the beginning, but nobody listened. So,
Well, I heard you, but yeah.
this is the next book I'm going to read.
Farting alone. Yeah.
I often fart alone, so
That's going to be a good book, that.
I think it is.
Yeah.
It's,
what's it about? Farting then?
I hear it's a stinker.
I don't know, but I've heard the story's a bit shit.
I think it'll, be good.
But
If you look a bit closer,
so what's the storyline then?
it says farting alone.
Yeah.
In my room all weekend.
In my room all weekend. The storyline is there's this lonely lesbian with no clothes, and she lives in this shit room, and all weekend she stays there farting.
I just sent you that woman.
That's not bad.
I think she's a lesbian, but that's not bad.
She's not a bad-looking lesbian.
Are you thinking of slipping that picture one, Richard?
But
No,
this is the thing.
She's not a bad-looking lesbian. How do you know she's a lesbian?
Of course,
How do
because
you
look
know
how
she's a lesbian?
because she's in a room farting on her own all weekend.
Yeah, but I don't say a straight woman could do that.
Well, I mean, to be honest, it's only lesbians.
Not wrong with a bit of KFC,
You're not
Richard.
a lesbian to fight.
There's not wrong with KFC. Finger licking.
If I had to choose, I'd say lesbian. I mean, look at her. She's trying to fold herself into her own vagina.
Yeah.
You know?
Looks like she's the book. It looks like there's an LP coming out to side.
I think it is. There's an album. I think it's an actual fucking soundtrack.
What, 14 track?
Yeah.
Right.
Do you want a copy?
Floyd.
How did you come by searching for that, for God's sake?
It's Pink Flatulence. I don't search for that. It finds me.
What you do?
Say You Love Me by Wet Flannel.
The world is fucking crazy.
So Chris says, I watch my two favourite lesbians on YouTube every Sunday. Who's that?
That's Jeanette and Johnny.
It's not what you think it is, Richard.
Oh,
The Van Lifers, but the lesbians.
oh I watched that. Van Wives. It's called.
No,
Isn't it?
the one's like
Hey,
a
but what's it called?
the other one's
Van
like
Wives.
fucking fix a tire now.
Hey, Camper Vibes, Chris says it's called.
All right, it's a different one. I watch two every Sunday tea time called Van Wives. They're lesbians. They live in Canada.
Yeah.
They don't look like lesbians, but they are.
I'm just making a statement.
I tell you what they look like.
Chris says they just bought a cottage in Ireland together.
All right, there's a different ones. One I watch is Van Wives.
Yeah. Camper Vibes. Did you say Camper Vibes?
There's a lot of bit about with this VW T4, T5 community. A lot of lesbianism about it.
Did you say Camper Vibes?
Camper Vibe, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
These
hoping to
go,
find
these
a
go
fucking
all over the place, Richard, to go abroad. Yeah, one is currently in Ireland, yeah. Because they bought a cottage in Ireland, apparently, Gary. They've just got keys to it. Because they've just done a video where they're showing everybody they've got keys to this cottage.
They haven't just bought an off license, have they?
No, a cottage.
Because they'd have to apply for a liquor license.
There was a thing.
No, Richard.
There was a landlord of a pub who was caught with a young girl in the cellar, and he had his head in between her fucking legs. But the police said it's okay because he had a liquor license. I mean, whatever.
Cottagers. Harry Ross, cottagers. Yeah, we know what cottagers are.
And I don't. What's
No, I think they've only bought one.
No. Cottager is male couples that have do lewd acts in public. That's what it says in the dictionary.
What is it?
Male men that do lewd things to each other in public.
That's what it says in a dictionary. That's
Correct.
In a dictionary.
Correct.
What the fuck sort of dictionary are you buying?
I'm not. I only know about it because I watch that guy, that Charlie Veitch, and he walks around Manchester and he goes under the canal where cottages are, and he calls it Cottager's Cove, and he goes in and gets them all. He goes catches them all.
Yeah, Gary's put Cottager's Cove. He says not allowed.
Not allowed. That's it. That's the one. He goes not allowed.
He goes in like fucking catching them. What the fuck?
Yeah, they all run off when he goes down with his camera.
What are they all doing? All shagging and that?
Well, they're just playing with each other, I think. I don't know. He doesn't never
He
gets
doesn't
that.
want some weird stuff, Richard.
Richard, you know what they're doing. That's why you know. You're
Just
driving
watch
around.
his channel. It's called Charlie Veitch. He puts videos on every day. They're funny.
Yeah, because Gary's put Charlie Veitch. Brilliant.
Charlie Veitch is really good.
Yeah, I know who he is.
I'll put a link in for him.
I know who he is.
Oh dear, I won't bother putting a link in then.
Yeah, I mean that's his job. His job is to go and antagonize people.
Oh, and he does it well.
Yeah, he does it like that's what it is, though, isn't it? And it pisses me off, those people, to be honest. I mean, they are. It is fucking. It is hard not to watch, you know, and it is something that it's interesting to watch. But I hate it because I know that they're fucking doing it on purpose. Like anyone can do that. I mean, not anyone, but it's fucking it's cheap, isn't it? It's a cheap shot, man.
Certainly like doing all right out of it.
Yeah, I know, but it's a fucking cheap shot. I mean, it's and it is fucking addictive shit. Because I do watch it, and on a weekend I'll wake up on a fucking Saturday morning or Sunday morning. And
some of these other ones, these that go down to that police stations.
Did you see when he got attacked though? When he ran into the shop like a little pussy.
Yeah.
And they all run in after him and started fucking punching him in the side of the head. See that one?
Yeah, yeah.
I think a lot. I mean,
he was screaming like a bitch.
This particular guy down, but they just do it for something dramatic, so people watch
it's confrontation. It's the auditing fucking community. That's what it is.
I don't get all that, mate. Well, I go to a building and
it's content. It's because it's content that gets views for doing nothing. For just
it's like these drama channels, and I've always said I never will, I never have, and I never will be a drama channel, and I won't even tolerate drama.
I could drive to any place tomorrow with my camera, and I'd just pick up my camera and
that's basically all.
And then someone's going to come and say, "You shouldn't be here, mate," and I'll say, "And what?" And be confrontational, And fucking 9 times out of 10, no one's going to want to fuck around.
Yeah, getting a reaction seems to pay. That's it. You know what I mean?
But I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want to be that person in life.
No, and a lot. I've noticed a lot of channels on YouTube create the drama and then sort of say, "Well, it's other person's fault because they started it or whatever."
That's exactly what the whole thing. They go places where they know that security's going to come and question them, and they're going to.
That guy who goes around industrial estates annoys me.
I can't.
They're all the same. They're all the same to me. They're all doing the same thing.
It just deliberately goes to piss everybody off, and I'd love somebody to come up behind him off camera and just crack him one off camera.
They all do that.
Just to get a reaction, Richard. That's all they do it for.
Just love it. Him on the electric bike, whatever it's called. I can't remember what it's called.
Drone.
Drone, yeah. And I'd love somebody to come up behind him off camera and just leather him.
But people like that are so cocky in what they're doing. It's a wonder that, that nobody's, getting a good beating.
It's probably one day somebody will do. Because he's just there poking his camera into buildings where people are working. Yeah, legally you can do it, but why? You know what I mean?
Well, that's it.
Just to make money on YouTube. But the point is, it's just pathetic. But...
Oh, I'll tell you something and all, Richard. We've got like Norfolk Park, and it's a park, and it's got like a nursery, and then it's got like a cafe and whatever. And there's like cottages in the ground, right? And it's not as if Chris were right up to the window clicking away with his camera. It was stood about, I don't know, about 10, at least 10 foot back.
Yeah.
And they asked Chris if he'd got permission to take that picture.
Yeah.
And Chris says, I don't need it. He says, I'm on public property.
Correct.
And I can take a picture of whatever I like. He says, it's not like I'm right outside window, taking pictures inside house and everything. He says, I will at least 10 foot back. He says, and I just like the architecture of the cottage, etc. Yeah, he got right.
Last night when I was at the comedy club, because we were right at the front, me and my brother. So I got my phone like that, and I tried doing a selfie. There was these two women behind us. And I'm like this, and she said to me, "Do you want me to take the photo?" And but I thought she said to me, "You taking a photo of me?" So I'm like, "Oh no, I'm not taking a photo of you." And she's like, "Oh no, I know that. You fucking, I'm just saying, do you want me to take the photo?" And I'm like, "Oh no." And she's like, "Oh, feisty fucking and all this shit."
This is the thing, though.
So then I was like, "Oh, okay, I'll take a fucking selfie. I'll take one of you."
Gary says they go to air ambulance airfield and fly the drone above, but they're not allowed to. That is illegal.
Look how close we were to the stage.
You know what I mean? You ask Chris any day. You know what I mean? That is illegal because they classed. I mean, Richard will know what I'm talking about. A no-fly zone.
Yeah,
everybody knows what a no-fly zone is.
Well, you know what I mean. Not everybody.
Where the helicopters are,
I think people are button-ups.
Listen, if you don't know what a no-fly zone is, then you're in some sort of zone.
Well, some people have button-ups.
Yeah, Velcro. Some people have Velcro.
Don't you give up day job either, Johnny. Yeah, even like Bramall Lane, Chris isn't allowed to go anywhere near that.
Football stadiums, no, airports.
If you look on your map, it's like got a red circle, and can't get nowhere near it. Only if you have permission.
No one's going to know if you fly somewhere by there.
But yeah, there's certain places that are no-go, like airports and things like that. No.
And the moon's no-go.
The auditor got on it. It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
You can only fly in a no-fly zone if you've got permission.
Yeah, I think some of the zones, some are no-fly and some are you've got to ring a number sort of thing. And I think with helipads where there's only like a helicopter every now and then, I think,
But don't tell anybody, but Chris can unlock the no-fly zone round Bramall Lane.
Yeah.
You've got to be in the know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think it's right. Not if it's an air ambulance, you know what I mean. They only get called out as a last resort.
Yeah, well, I've stopped watching them auditors because they do me head in. It's just getting boring. But the only one I watch, but he's not an auditor, is that Charlie Beach. You know what I mean? He's the only one I watch. But he's not an auditor. He just walks around, and trouble seems to come to him.
Well, no, he's not. He don't just walk around. No one gets in that much shit in life unless you're out looking for it. Like he's literally out with a camera.
I agree.
And he's lucky that he seems to have all the police on his side. They all
You've
know
got
him.
to be specifically looking to be in
well,
that.
if they're on his side, then he's
Every time he walks past the copper goes, "All right, Charlie." He seems to know every single bloody one of them.
yeah.
But yeah, you know what I mean. It's that's one of the things that I reckon it's wrong at an air ambulance airfield because it's you think they get a phone call and that's it. They have to scramble and they've got to within a moment's notice. I mean, I've seen these programs. Within about 3 seconds, they're in air. They're getting that phone call.
Takes longer than 3 seconds.
You'd be surprised because all the boots and everything's there.
I would be surprised if it was 3 seconds.
Honestly to God, I've seen programs and within 3 seconds they're in air.
Listen, I guarantee you can't honestly to God 3 seconds, nothing. Right, listen, right? Alarm. Do you be the alarm? Do an alarm. Come on.
I'll give you 3 seconds. Are you ready?
Do the alarm, Jeanette. Be the alarm. Go. Brrr, woo, woo, woo. Come on.
No.
1,
Okay.
2, 3. That's 3 seconds. But anyway.
Have they even fucking got up yet? No. They just put his coffee down and gone, for fuck's sake. Right.
That's done another accident.
It's not him.
Wagon wheel.
People that take the phone call, it's that specifically answer the calls.
Right,
Press
give me a
the
second.
button, thing goes off.
How long does it take to deploy an emergency helicopter?
Oh, it's back on Google again.
After receiving an alarm, they're usually airborne within 2 minutes to bring the emergency doctor and services to the
2
patient.
minutes. That is 120 seconds. That is 117 seconds more than what you said.
Whatever.
Anyway, the top and bottom of it is they're still pretty quick. I thought it'd be longer than 2 minutes.
That's quicker than I imagined, to be honest.
Yeah, I thought it is.
I thought it was 5. I thought it'd be at least 5 minutes.
Because you see when they switch them blades on, it takes them a while to get going.
I mean, you might need to.
Well, somebody goes out there and warms it up for him first, Richard.
I've seen the one at Blackburn Hospital take off a few times, and I thought, flipping it, that's a number, is that?
That's quick to be sat there fucking watching the telly, and 2 minutes later you're flying in the sky.
Yeah. I think it'd take me longer to get drawn up in 2 minutes. Waiting for satellites for more than 2 minutes.
What about these lifeboats then? I mean,
Johnny Foreskin.
This is the thing. All lifeboat personnel are volunteers.
Yeah.
So you've got the quick off at mark there. We
are an allied taxi service, you mean?
The bass player used to fucking work for him. Used to drive the boat and that. This
is the thing, though, Johnny. It's shown you on. I think it were on one anyway. It shows you a French man burst in one of these inflatable things with a knife.
Good on you.
I thought back in time, you know what I mean?
Oh, with people trying to get out of France.
Yeah.
African migrants now. I got the money to pay them.
With a knife in his hand and
snapping them at the beach before they leave, so they can't escape. Yeah.
Where to in France?
Yeah. French police going along the beach.
I think all this has kicked off though because there was some deaths in week, weren't there?
Yeah.
Because a lot of African migrants swarmed a boat that were already full and it fucking sank.
Yeah. But yeah. They started, but this is the thing. A few weeks ago, it's shown you a clip on the news that French police were just stood there thing watching them heading out to sea.
I think they've been embarrassed into doing something.
You know what I mean? But now, tides have turned, pardon the pun, and this slashing boats before
tides have turned.
Slashing boats before they even leave.
Not normally.
Tides have turned.
Or whether it were just for a news story to make people think that they being proactive in stopping them from coming over.
Yeah.
But
why stay in France in a tent when you can come to England and get put up in an hotel?
Exactly. Or carted off to Rwanda.
That's just a farce, that.
Yeah, that is. I don't think anyone's been took yet, have they?
You're only going to be able to put about 15,000 over there anyway, that's it.
But what's going on? Oh, they were singing arse lords or whatever arse, and
you're trying to make a deterrent for people to come over knowing that they'll get away, but it's a lot of shit.
This bill had been refused, and it took it to Crown Court and High Court and this, that, and other court.
Tennis court.
Yeah, that and all, Richard.
Tennis court.
And miraculously,
you gotta be serious, man.
Miraculously, in the week, Rishi Sunak says this bill is going through if we have to stay up all night. Lo and behold, next day, yeah, the bill had been passed.
It's a fact. It's a lot of shit, anyway. Just a money-making scheme for everybody.
Yeah.
J5 is on the board. J5.
Can you imagine? I mean, that how long was it? About a year ago, there were an aeroplane waiting on tarmac, and it never materialised, and the airplane were actually on the tarmac. So,
don't know what that means.
They tried to put this bill through about a year ago, and there were that many, things saying, oh, it's not blah, blah, blah. So, and it's showing you pictures of the actual airplane, on the tarmac, waiting for these immigrants to board the plane to take them to Rwanda, but it never happened.
I think they got about 3 on, didn't they? Then they did that big Stockholm thing where they sent that fucking big square boat.
As they always say, proof is in the pudding, you know what I mean? Until they actually get on that plate or they get on that baby Stockholm or whatever it is, it's not going to happen. So.
What sort of pudding are you talking about?
Any pudding you like.
I haven't eaten today. I'm fucking starving. I don't know what I'm going to eat. I bought some chicken. I was going to cook some chicken. It's too late for that shit now.
Are you watching that?
I'm trying to find my charger. Otherwise, I'm going to be cutting myself.
Not here yet.
Well, a day off today, Johnny. No swimming.
Ooh.
Oh, it's the first time in fucking.
Plug my charger in, otherwise I'll be suddenly going off here.
This month, so far this month, I've swum over 20,000 meters.
Still on. Yeah. Callum,
you don't need it, didn't you?
Fuck Rubber Dinghy Rapids fast track.
Go see Gary. He's in Ireland, isn't
he?
Since I've had this watch, I've swum 35 miles.
You look like
that's half. That's across and halfway back.
Yeah, more than halfway back.
Yeah.
It's more than halfway back. It's 20 miles to its narrowest point.
Yeah.
Did you hear what I said, Richard?
What's that?
You were pulling a face that says, "What's up, Richard? Are you constipated?"
No. Couldn't see through my glasses.
You're pulling all sorts of faces.
You pulled an all-nighter / morning last night.
Hi, Gordo. How are you?
Hello, Gordo.
Yeah.
All aboard. Around the airlines.
But
I've got a lot of front timber to lose, but it's going really well, so I'm really fucking pleased. Like
Dirty Stop Out, Richard. We're up till what time? 6, 7 o'clock this morning.
We're
Doing the
late.
live stream.
We're late.
I went to Lou about 5:30 and he ran.
Well, were you still on? Were you on fucking live at 5
Yeah.
o'clock in the morning?
We're a long one.
I goes on. I think we're at about 5 to 12, Richard. 12 o'clock,
Yeah.
something like that. And about 20 past, I says, right, that's me out, Richard. I'm off to bed.
Yeah, and I thought I won't be far behind you. 5 hours later.
We're gonna say.
Were you drinking?
No, I weren't. No, thank God.
Be Richard.
I'm only drinking coffee. I stopped drinking about 12 o'clock. But I'm not boozing all night.
Who was you on with? You
There
and
were
Laura?
Laura, Crypto, Tim, quite a few in chat. Quite busy.
Tommy was there. Gary
Tommy.
was there, but he said he fell asleep about 3:30, I think.
Yeah, because I remember trying to summons Gary, and that rate, there was nothing coming back. He fall asleep.
But
I'm going to get off Jeanette, love. I'm not going to.
okie dokie then, Johnny.
Got Luke at mine.
I know. I gotta go and have some food, so I'm gonna jump off.
Thanks for having me up, love.
Oh,
Catch you
okie
later.
dokie then, Johnny. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see you later, Easy. I'll see you tomorrow on the old
Yeah,
Struggle
right.
Street.
Yeah. I'm gonna go and have some food. I'm fucking starving.
Go and have some food. What are you creating tonight?
I don't know. It's gonna be.
Don't know. Hey up, I were an all Gordo.
See how I feel when I get downstairs. It might
You know,
just be some noodles and some toast.
Some what? Noodles and toast?
Yeah.
Ah,
Never have that?
no,
You've never had noodles and some couple of slices of toast?
no.
Let me
Crypto
tell you.
said you were up till
Let me tell you,
7.
do your noodles, make some toast. Do 2 pieces of toast, cut them in half, so you got 4 pieces. Put the noodles in a bowl, not too wet, but not too dry. Then just put your 4 slices of toast on the side. Eat your noodles. Get a piece of toast. Do the twirly thing so you get some noodles. Get a piece of toast. Jam it on there. Fold it on the noodles. Pull the fork out, and you got a bit of toast full of noodles.
It's a bit like
It's like a noodle. Imagine a noodle sausage roll made out of toast.
Right.
you know them spaghetti hoops or spaghetti shapes that you used to have. It's a bit like that. See you later, Johnny.
See you later, Johnny.
And you chow down.
Right.
It's nice. It's called poor man's food. It's bread and noodles.
I've had hot noodle on a tea cake. Many times.
What's a tea cake?
Well, just a what do you call it? I don't know. A batter.
A cob. A bread roll.
Bread roll, yeah. You like
a tea cake is a fucking it's something sweet you have with a cup of tea.
We call it tea cake is a bread thing up here, but
Gordo, I'm falling upstairs all the time. So yes, she's not a weirdo.
Really, listen, I forgot I was going.
See you later. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow on Struggle Street, Easy.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. So yeah, she's not weird at all, Gordo, because I do it all the time. I could trip over fresh air. I can choke on fresh air. You know, that's a weird one, choking on fresh air.
I can fall over now. I must admit, I'm good at falling over nothing.
Yeah. And I can trip over fresh air.
I fall over all the time. I'm like, wobbling, I'm like, whoa.
But I hadn't spoke to her. I hadn't seen anything of her since she posted that video, Amjad. I've spoken to Laurie. Well, not spoken to her, but I've communicated with her. She did lose one of her dogs because she got like 2 Dachshunds, Sadie and I forgot what other one were. But it was say, see you later, Easy. It was Sadie that died.
I've just turned that off. Oh.
Even though I've got a what's it hole in my top, I'm still.
It's warm, isn't it? It's warm in here.
But yeah, what are you looking for?
Milk.
They're down here somewhere. Hang on a minute. Oh dear. Oh, see what you've done?
I don't know.
He's wanted something, and then when everything goes to shit, yeah. Yeah, she's lost a little dog, Sadie, and you know, her husband's still dealing with cancer, and she's had a health issue. She's really wanted to come back baking, Amjad.
Oh, what about you?
Yeah, that's right. It's that, Tommy. I've done that. When you're drunk, you think you're the best chef on planet when you're drunk. I'm saying.
I hope that is true. You know, when you go in. I mean, this is what was that concoction that your mate come up with, Brussels sprouts and what, baby?
What, Mark? Oh,
Many a time I've woke up with a pot noodle in my ear.
Curry sprout on toast.
Curried sprouts on toast.
Well,
that's one of his mates, and he said the only thing he'd got in were Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, but it was good, that. Curried sprouts.
Thinking I'm in the bedroom
Not
already.
something I fancy. Tell you that much. What?
Thinking I'm in the bedroom already. I'm stripping off.
Oh God! Don't do that, Callum. You missed that one, Richard.
What did he say?
It again.
He says, I'm thinking I'm in my bedroom. He says, an illustrate off. I know. I'm you know, I'm beginning to worry about him. Yeah. But anyway, so it's he is fully clothed, by the way, Richard.
It's because I'm tired.
Oh, diddums.
What?
I says, oh, diddums. You're 21-year-old.
Yeah, I still get tired, you know. Everyone gets tired.
Anyway, on that note, I'm going to shut it down.
Shut it down before you get demonetized.
And I shall see you all on here Monday. So I'll see you on the next one, guys. Thank you for everybody coming in. And it's been
Bye.
Bye. Later, guys. Bye.
Bye. Bye. See you later, Amjad.
If I'd have known you were still in, Edward, I'd put a link into group.